when Donald Trump returns to Manhattan State Court on Monday, his criminal hush money case. It won't be the highly anticipated trial involving adult film star Stormy Daniels that was originally scheduled for that morning. The case was set to be the first criminal trial of a former US president, playing out as he attempts to return to the White House. But instead, as with the 3 other cases he faces, the hush money trial is dragging on. He also faces doubts about the forward reliability of a key prosecution witness. Trump's legal team and District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office will argue over turning over more than 100 pages of documents to the defense just weeks before the trial is scheduled to begin. Trump's lawyers asked Judge Juan Merchan to delay the case for at least 90 days or dismiss it altogether due to what they called irregularities in the discovery process, essentially arguing that Manhattan state prosecutors did not follow legal requirements to timely exchange evidence with them. The materials related to the Fed's investigation into Michael Cohen, a former Trump fixer who became a prosecution witness. Several federal prosecutors' offices had the newly released documents, but not Bragg. Trump is accused of funneling hundreds of thousands of dollars to Cohen in an attempt to cover up stories of infidelity, then describing the expenses as legal fees in business documents. Trump was indicted in April on 34 counts of falsifying business records, a Class E felony. Prosecutors say Cohen paid Daniels $130 and conspired with the publisher of the National Enquirer to give former Playboy model Karen McDougal $150,000 to destroy their Trump accounts, which he denies. Trump's eponymous company allegedly paid Cohen for $120,000. Cohen's role in the case could complicate a federal judge's suggestion last week that he may have committed perjury under oath. Do people engage in widespread misconduct as part of a desperate attempt to improve their position in a potential trial on the false and unfounded charges contained in the indictment? Trump's lawyers said in court papers. They claim the documents, which were obtained as part of an investigation by Manhattan federal prosecutors into hush money payments, included reports related to Cohen's statements that are exculpatory and favorable to the defense. The prosecution, which agreed to a 30-day delay to give Trump time to review the documents, argues that a lengthy delay or dismissal is not warranted. They insist they complied with disclosure laws, found that a small number of relevant documents were incriminating and that Trump's team was to blame. They noted that Trump's lawyers waited until January to request additional documents related to Cohen from federal prosecutors, saying that the belated nature of USAO's recent productions is entirely the result of the defendant's own inexplicable and strategic delay in identifying the alleged deficiencies. Both sides' arguments before Merchan may shed light on who is to blame, if any blame is warranted, and, if so, what should happen next. Criminal defense lawyers, however, told The Guardian that Trump's chances of being fired were slim and that the most likely outcome would be another delay, although that in itself could be seen as a victory for Team Trump. The Fed's sudden U-turn gave Trump's team the opportunity to complain about not getting this useless pile of stuff sooner and to argue again for more time, which is not unique to Trump, explained the longtime criminal defense lawyer, Ron Kuby. Every good lawyer who has a client out on bail doesn't want a speedy trial. Kevin Faga, a longtime attorney, expressed similar sentiments when speaking generally about discovery laws. I don't think a judge, for example, would say that the district attorney has a duty to contact every law enforcement agency in the country to see if they had any investigations going on and to provide all the information collected in those investigations. James Kousouros, who has practiced law for more than 36 years, said the recent disclosure was a problem, but doubted it would lead to an actual dismissal. Will this play into the hands of the delay strategy? Yes, and frankly, rightfully so. Kousouros said, when you turn over tens of thousands of documents weeks before trial, the defense must be given a reasonable opportunity to review those documents and conduct a thorough investigation. Kousouros also believes that the judge, even if he is inclined to grant a reprieve in this case, cannot place the blame on state prosecutors. The judge might turn to the defendant and say, "Look, you knew the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York was investigating Cohen, so you knew they had a file.